about the women that say to me, no matter what they've done, the dry vagina. Like, Dawn, why is this so flippin' hard to be a woman? Like, we go through everything, and I know men do too, but like a dry vagina, that's just not fair.
And well, I will tell you, if you are on psychotropic drugs or you're on the birth control pill, even young girls, I don't care if you're 22, that's gonna not help you. So I'm just saying that, like, we just mentioned that before. So what happens is a couple of things. When we're under stress, right? And like I'm a mom, I got little kids, I have a business on the side. Like I'm under so much stress. That's not going to make me feel good, but it's also, and it's not going to help my libido, but it also shunts all the blood to my arms and legs. Like I have to run away from a lion or a bear. So where is less blood going? Now you're saying we're not men. We don't have to get hard. We don't have a penis, if I'm allowed to say that. On the you
We
say any word, you're right.
love the word penis,
So
yeah.
we don't think about blood flow for women. That's a male thing. That's why they need Viagra. No. So it's going to decrease circulation to that area, and over time, a lot of stress is going to then the tissue can dry. But also crazy, a lot of sugar, a lot of alcohol. I know our favorite things, right? I'm a sugar person, but alcohol I don't really drink. I don't feel as well in alcohol, but I like sugar once in a while. Sugar and alcohol over time, and even immediately, decreases microcirculation to that tiny tissue. That's why when people are diabetic or they're insulin resistant, they're tiny areas like the eyes, they have problems with their fingers because those appendages, and for men, their appendage, their most important appendage, gets less circulation. That's why they need that. So for women, because there's no visual thing like that person has an erection or they don't, with a woman, you can't really see it. I mean, maybe you can feel the wetness if it's there, but you don't really see it. No one really talks about it, but you have to. So I developed and I'll get saying this generically because it's not like you have to buy this product, but I was looking, okay, what can we do? Estrogen, everybody's shoving estrogen out there. Well, first of all, it doesn't stay there. It can be systemic, but it stays generally in the area, but it can go around. What if I'm a breast cancer survivor? What if I have breast cancer in my family? What if I'm a BRCA gene carrier? So I looked into it and some of the and I'll give you the name of it, Intrarosa. This is a medical company, a pharmaceutical company that developed a DHEA product, extremely expensive suppository because DHEA can be used to rebuild instead of estrogen. Because estrogen, when it comes to our skin and our vagina, it will plump temporarily, but it actually causes an oxygen deficit, extra proliferation. I don't want to get into all the science now, but it can cause things that actually can set you up for cancers on that level down the road. So it's just not going to be a long-term thing, and after a while can actually cause problems. So all the studies are short-term on estrogen. So DHEA is the way to go. It's a hormone precursor. It's an anti-aging hormone. People have taken it. We can give it. We have it in some of our stress cream. So I use that because I'm thinking this big pharmaceuticals company is doing it. We've been working with DHEA for years. So that's the basis. But I did mine in a lotion that's a lubricant, sexual lubricant, but you can
Yes,
also, right? We can use because we want a clean lubricant, but you can also use it as a moisturizer in between, right?
brilliant,
But we got
brilliant, Dawn,
who's we need to
sign me up.
moisturize our vagina. We've been doing our face and our lips up here. Let's get down there and start moisturizing it out. So that will moisturize, and then we use certain oils like avocado oil. We used squalane, very moisturizing things that could, but the DHA is going to rebuild and replenish that tissue because the vagina really is it's a series of pelvic floor muscles, right? That's what, and then the vagina, think of, I mean, this is probably a crude, I just thought of this now. Like if you would have that whole and then stick a sock up there, pulling the sock, that's the vagina. That's what we're working on. We look at it as all that. No, it's that area that it takes the penetration. It's the walls. That's what we need to work on. Then if you have tight muscles and pelvic floor, that's a whole nother thing. So again, and there's even ingredients in there that help with UTIs, pomegranate oil, yeast infections, those types of things. So that's one of the best things I can think of. There are laser works, there's the O shot, there's a bunch of things, but they're very expensive. This is something you can use, put internally. Like, I'm so bad. One woman's like, sex, I can't even walk. It's that dry. I feel safe. And I was like, oh, she was like a worst case. What I told her to do, I said, just it comes with a whole booklet that explains everything, has all these fun sexual tips in it. I say, put this on with an applicator, right? Get it up in there. And then just do it a couple days a week for like a week or two. It'll rejuvenate that area. Then you can try sex again and then you use it for sex. Now you say, what about men? It's getting on them, right? It's on their unit there. What's happening? Great for them. Little progesterone's in there, good for them. DHA, good for everything's good for them. There's nothing. It'll moisturize them too if they care about that, but nothing is gonna be bad for them if they absorb it. As a matter of fact, it's only gonna be good things. No estrogen. You don't want estrogen getting on a man if you have that. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there are solutions because you are right. Comfort in sex can turn you off mentally. You don't even I love my partner, but it can actually turn down your libido because your memories of sex, "Oh, the last time it really hurt." Are you gonna really wanna do that?